expecting. Need to get on the other side.
I am proud the Lord speaks so cleanly through my soul here in Reckenset. He talks of his instruments and asks that I be one. It appears the Nephilim were at battle here long ago. Against a great tempest, some few protected us. We must honor these ancient paths. I have explained what he left for us here, to the Reckon dwellers nearby. Blessed be all those who tread in this holy light.
Energy here.
for Freya and the Valkyries and the saggy breeches. Come to me, Ragnar. Find me in the frenzy.
Hail, warrior. Are these wetlands your longhouse, your meat hall?
This is a Drengr's ritual chamber. I am Skegghold, pledged to Ragnar Lothbrok in hugger and body, iron and soul. I seek one willing to take the ritual and engage me in combat to the death.
I understand. For an opponent, you could do worse than me.
Join me then in Drengr Seder. Ragnar taught it to me at Uppsala for 9 moons and I never stopped. I will only fight one who enters my frenzy. For if we are not in the same state, I will have an unfair advantage.
What is the potion then? Mead and rotten bread?
A sacred ale of high volatile spirits and Thor's fungus, the Amanita muscaria. Ragnar and I would quaff this great elixir before each new raid. I often saw him transcend the laws of battle. Drink of the brew that bubbles here in my pot. Then we will enter the frenzy together, and only one of us will leave.
May you walk the Bifrost with heavy steps, Drengr.
I am glad you have returned. A true Drengr does not run. We continue the journey, but we must take the ritual formula. Trolls take you! Sees me. He opens his arms, ready to receive. I've got you.
You fought well, and our journey was fair. Now yours continues.
Now I transcend. Farewell. It is my turn to see the god of poetry.
guards here are vigilant. Guards here are vigilant.
Günlü olsun.
The Kingdom of Bernicia and Elmet have granted me the right to worship here by edict of Yopa of Bernicia. The Nephilim were the only race with the strength to have moved such pillars, with the power of the Lord behind them. But what were they guarding against? Did you command them, Lord? Was it for the sin of people of other times? Was it to keep the demons out?
Did you hear what happened to Archibald?
Aye, the drunken fool. I was there when he lit the thing on fire. We all told him not to, but he dared tempt fate.
You saw it all. Go on, tell us what happened.
I miss Wilfred. They're true. A legendary picked warrior who can rip a wolf apart with his bare hands.
You saw him?
I don't know what we saw. Not exactly. But there's something up there. Archibald held up his torch all brave-like after lighting the fire. The next thing we know, his head dropped to his feet. We ran.
Should we at least fetch his body?
Huh. You can. I won't go back up that cursed mountain for all the silver in this land.
Speak your name, warrior. Have it your way.
Your life's purpose was to die for me. So, he speaks.
Fought well. Here you live, bound to no name. Your friend has been avenged.
You killed the legendary warrior? That is madness. You're crazy.
Well, at least old Arch can rest easy now.
Shit, not breathing.
They make oaths, binding by swearing on stones. Seen two men fight to the death.
Doesn't look good. We have to pray our men of God can convert more of them to our Lord's eternal care, or we'll be fighting till doomsday.
That scout we captured swore their dead Jarl must have made too much noise in his mound. Like he was still alive and feasting. Said that must have given him away.
Ungodless savages. Speaking of which...
Where's the lad? Must be tower duty.
Once we see these Danes settled, one way or the other, then God willing I'll take the woman, go back to Fagran Forda. The soul craves peace.
That pig with the burnt cheek, been loitering about the village, getting very friendly with my woman. May have to talk to him.
Days like this, I miss the walls.
Not so many ways we can make the evenings more interesting out here. At least we've got some food.
Think I'll go fishing tomorrow. Almost interested?
I traded with them once, years ago. Whetstones were what they were after. Made a tidy profit. And they stuck to the bargain, or I wouldn't be here.
They took my whole family. Sisters, cousins, aunts. Dead. Slaves. Don't know. All I've left is Uncle Weston.
Gave the sea wolves a bloody nose a few weeks back. Thought they'd take easy plunder at St. Ket's. But the gate held, and we rode them down to a man.
I swear by St. Judoc and St. Pigger, the only way we'll end the bloodshed is by trusting to our Lord Jesus Christ. He'll not let us down.
They'll get theirs, eventually.
Not a one wouldn't sell his own mother.
Oh, yeah? Some will swear to it by God and St. Cuthbert, but I've never given it much truck. Nothing like a good spew to keep my humours in balance, I say.
So much for Bishop's Wort and a few prayers. Modern medicine really has advanced beyond my ken. It's all ginger, garlic and radishes now.
You know, it's getting to the point they'll try most anything. I heard they fed him boiled fox gall. I mean, great for leprosy, but for floods.
Running out of ground beetles. Again.
The guards here are vigilant. Blocked from the other side. What do you see? Thunin, guide me.
With Hemminger Jarl gone, can Willi hold the reins? Will he guide us true?
Hvað viltu í eilífið? Gull og silfur, mat og drykk auðvitað. En hvað fleira?
You are the wolf-kissed one. The raven of battle whose fame grows with each waxing of the moon.
I struggle with the choice Hemminger left for me. I would have your counsel on the matter.
A slaughter must be made. Many sheep at the bottom of the sleeping Jötun, before the pyre is lit. Follow.
Eigi mun Odin vilja hafa hann í hönd sínum. Heldur eigi Freyja. Kendi mér sigling að ná ég leita fugla, líta flóka, sjá boðafall og ilma grasa.
Come, creatures. You are to serve the gods and bid them welcome our beloved Hemminger Jarl with ale and open arms.
You have the gift of foresight, seer. Can you argue what is to come?
I see what need be seen, when it need be.
A great gift.
A great burden.
Did Hemminger Jarl consult you often? Did he unburden his woes?
We spoke often, yet too often he left with more burdens than he brought.
He worried about the future of his clan. About who would be Jarl.
Speak less, lest our words draw foul spirits to dog us.
As you wish. Volva,
Your heart is restless, your mind clouded. You seek more than a guarantee of good omens.
I seek the gods' wisdom.
You wish to know who would best serve this clan as Jarl.
I do. Between Vili and Trukvi, there's no clear choice.
We stand in the shadow of the giant, the great keeper of secrets. Here, you'll find a drink of the resounding sea. Ascend the sleeping Jötun, consume the waters, and meditate at its peak. Do not seek answers to your questions. They will find you. Ascend the sleeper, take the drink, and meditate at the peak. Let the answers you seek find you.
This is the summit. To seek an answer, I should clear my mind and still my heart. Jarl, is it truly you?
Of spirit, not of flesh.
Why have you not reached Odin's hall?
I will in time. As the flames of my pyre burn, I will ride the path of wood smoke to the All-Father's Hall of Champions.
I am grateful to see you once more, Jarl. I struggle with the task you set before me. To choose your heir is not an easy thing. One man is beloved, but does not want the task. The other man is fit for the task, but is not favored.
I could not give you any more counsel in life, Eivor. So too in death am I rendered silent.
Forget wise counsel and rational arguments. What does your heart tell you?
My heart is stopped. It says nothing.
This should not be my decision, Hemminger. The choice was always yours to make. You were their chief.
As Sigurd is your chief. But that does not quench your appetite for glory as you covet his place upon the high seat of your clan.
I do not seek to replace Sigurd. Fate weaved our futures long ago. We are only following its pattern.
Yet you see it coming. You welcome it.
Shall I renounce my faith then? Abandon the path to glory I walk?
No. I want you to die in defense of it. This is not how I remember you.
You left me too soon, Hemminger Jarl. Your shire's fate is uncertain.
I trusted you to make the right decision. I still do.
Hemminger Jarl. You did. You pushed me, Hemminger. I never intended this.
Have no regrets, Eivor. You have given me the great battle death I sought in life.
You old fox. Was that the point of riling me up?
The All-Father. He comes to welcome me to his hall, and I must follow. The choice you make will be the right one.
The Alding is tomorrow, and a Jarl must be chosen. I should speak to Sunniva about this.